The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Daily Racing Form, Double Diamond Farm, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, Valerie Daly of Showcase Properties, and Woodford Thoroughbreds.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring 10 Breeders' Cup prep races, including a repeat winner of the $1 Million Jockey Club Gold Cup and a three-way photo finish in the $1 Million Shadwell Turf Mile. We begin with the Grade 1 Santa Anita Sprint Championship. Masochistic, the 4-5 favorite, Trevor Denman picks up the call.
They are coming towards the quarter pole. Masochistic hugs the rail and goes on for home. Distinctive Passion in the second spot. Glacken 2's trying to close the gap from third. Glacken 2 is making a good run. It's another 7 back to Wild Dude, and Kobe's back. Homeward Bound and Masochistic the leader. Masochistic, Glacken 2 on the outside. Wild Dude is coming with a big run late. Here comes Wild Dude like an express train on the grandstand side. Kobe's back is flying late as well. Wild Dude, Kobe's back. Wild Dude to get there. Wild Dude, one in the neck.
2-1 second choice Wild Dude rallies from well back to defeat Kobe's back by a neck. Rafael Bejarano aboard the Florida bred in 109-2. Winner of the Grade 1 Bing Crosby Stakes in July, Wild Dude was coming off a runner-up effort in the Grade 2 Pat O'Brien Stakes. A $9,000 OBS October weanling turned $42,000 OBS April 2-year-old. Wild Dude has earned nearly $955,000 for trainer Jerry Hollendorfer and Green Smith. The 5-year-old horse by Wildcat Air was bred in Florida by Versatile Thoroughbreds LLC. Florida breds, race him or chase him. To Keeneland for fillies and mares in the Grade 1 Judmont Spinster Stakes. Champion Untappable, the 8-5 favorite, Kurt Becker has the call.
Hilwa now the leader by a half length. Lovely Maria second, 46 and 4/5 seconds for the first half mile. And here's Untappable. Untappable moves up toward the outside in the clear now to move third. Challenge for second, less than a length off the lead. Then Mei Ling is fourth. 'Tis Windy fifth toward her inside. Diva's Diamond, Frivolous, Got Lucky, and a long way back to Flashy American last. Untappable far outside to challenge Yahilwa and Lovely Maria, who's fighting back down toward the inside. The top three separated by a half length, just over a quarter mile to come. A gap of 5 back to Frivolous, and Frivolous has work to do. She's fourth, and they're coming toward the 8th pole with Untappable the one to catch. Untappable has a narrow lead. Yahilwa second, Lovely Maria third, and then Got Lucky in fourth, followed by Frivolous in fifth. Can Got Lucky get there in time? Yahilwa and Untappable are slugging it out for the lead. Got Lucky 5 lengths away. Yahilwa running a huge race. Untappable, then Got Lucky. Here comes the line. Got Lucky, yes!
Last, turning for home, Got Lucky gets up the ticket by a neck over Untappable with Yahilwa ahead back in the show spot. The second Grade 1 Stakes victory of the weekend for Arad Ortiz Jr., time of the race 149-2. The Todd Pletcher trainee won back-to-back stakes at Monmouth Park, including the Grade 3 Molly Pitcher, but she was last seen finishing second in the Grade 1 Personal Ensign Stakes. The 4-year-old filly by AP Indy was bred in Kentucky by her owners, Hillendale Holdings Incorporated and Philip Steinberg. Got Lucky has earned $951,000. Keeneland Stakes action is presented by Warrendale Sales. Look for the Warrendale consignment at the Keeneland November Breeding Stock Sale. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
The advantages of nominating and winning a Breeders' Cup Challenge Series race are clear. For more information about the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series and nominations, go to members.breederscup.com, because the best is yet to come.
Declaration. racing. Avora's taking it up and wins the Queen.
Departing wins the Illinois Derby.
War Command has gone clear in the Coventry.
Warfront has sired graded stakes winners on every surface.
Jack Milton will take the Makers 46-mile.
And Grade 1 winners, both in the U.S. and abroad.
Lines of Battle wins the Derby.
Making a global impact, Warfront continues the legacy of his sire, Danzig. Warfront at Claiborne Farm.
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
Combining the legacy of Kentucky with the fertile breeding ground of Florida, Woodford Thoroughbreds proudly introduces in 2014 Warfront's best son to stand at stud, multiple graded stakes winner, Sold Out, and juvenile Grade 1 winner of the Hopeful Stakes, Currency Swap. Woodford Thoroughbreds, where a new generation of horse racing excellence has begun.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with 2-year-old stakes action in this segment, presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with fillies on opening day at Keeneland in the Grade 1 Darley Alcibiades Stakes. Just Wicked, the 2-to-1 favorite. Kurt Becker has the call.
Put the blame on me as the leader, 3 parts of a length. Ma Can Do It goes second. Couple of long shots lead the field into the far turn. Little Cherie and Gomo. Now here's Gomo moving up the inside in third, 3 lengths off the lead. Dream Dance tries to follow her path against the rail. Gomo, though, is going to change lanes. Quarter mile to come. Still third, still 3 lengths off the lead. Put the blame on me as the leader by a length and a half. Coming toward the final furlong. Ma Can Do It, then Gomo on the outside. Dream Dance and Dothraki Queen. Dothraki Queen finds an opening against the rail, moving by the 8th pole, but she's still 5th, and Gomo's the one to catch. Final furlong of the Darley Alcibiades. Gomo 2 lengths to the good. Dothraki Queen runs on, but second, and she's not going to catch Gomo.
Gomo draws off to defeat Dothraki Queen by 2 3/4 lengths. Mario Gutierrez aboard the OBS South Graduate in 1:45.2. Gomo returns to the main track after finishing 3rd in the Juvenile Fillies Turf at Del Mar to become the latest Grade 1 stakes-winning 2-year-old for Redham Racing and trainer Doug O'Neill. The filly is by leading freshman sire Uncle Mo, who also is the sire of the team's undefeated 2-year-old colt, Nyquist. The winner was bred in Kentucky by John Liviakis and was a $75,000 OBS March 2-year-old. Gomo has earned $332,000. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at the fall sales. To Belmont Park for 2-year-old fillies in the Grade 1 Frizette Stakes. She's already the 9-5 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
Around the far turn, She's Already taken on by Nickname, and now they're on even terms. And Width will ride the rail as they come to the top of the stretch, and She's Already has so far repelled the challenge of Nickname. And they'll turn for home together, Nickname and She's Already. Nickname's taking the lead now. Nickname has taken the lead and is pulling away from She's Already. Nemaralia's 3rd to the outside, and Width is 4th. It's Nickname at the 16th pole, and Javier Castellano, and Nickname will take the Frizette.
Nickname defeats Nemoralia by 3.5 lengths for a 1-2 finish by Keeneland Souls graduates. Javier Castellano aboard in 1:37.3. 4th on debut at Saratoga, the Steve Asmussen trainee broke her maiden in her 2nd start at the Spa. The filly by Scat Daddy was bred in Kentucky by Michael Wee and was a $350,000 Keeneland September yearling. Nickname has earned nearly $294,000 for L&J Foxwoods. DRF Breeding, home of the new sire-powered results tool. Access race results from North America. Visit drf.com/breeding for additional information. Back to Keeneland for the Grade 1 Claiborne Breeders' Futurity. Exaggerator, the 2-1 favorite. Once again, here's Kurt Becker.
47 and 1/5 seconds the time for the first half mile, and Shake of Shakes has gotten by Rated R Superstar clear with the lead. Midway on the far turn, Shake of Shakes has the lead by 2.5 lengths. Rated R Superstar travels in second. Exaggerator now tries to wake up and change lanes from third, looks toward the inside, stays down toward the rail, now finds room between horses. Exaggerator and Rated R Superstar both running by to the outside of Shake of Shakes. Brody's Cause is coming late from fourth. Exaggerator the leader, Rated R Superstar, then Brody's Cause on the outside. Final furlong of the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity. Brody's Cause a final try. Brody's Cause and Corey Lannery, a tremendous run from deep in the pack to pull the upset.
11-1 Brody's Cause rallies from last to defeat Exaggerator by a length. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Corey Lannery, the winning jockey, in 1:43-1. Brody's Cause finished 8th in his first start over the Ellis Park turf course, but the Del Romans trainee came back to break his maiden in his second start over the main track at Churchill Downs. The colt by Giants Causeway was bred in Kentucky by Gabriel Digan, William Arvin Jr., and Petaluma Bloodstock. Brody's Cause has earned $323,000 for Albaugh Family Stable. The colt was consigned by Paramount Sales to the 2014 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was purchased by Kempton Bloodstock, agent for Albaugh Family Stable, for $350,000. Grade 1 Claiborne Breeders' Futurity winner Brody's Cause, the Keeneland Sales graduate of the week. Back to Belmont Park for the Grade 1 Champagne Stakes. Grade 1 Hopeful Stakes winner Rallis, the 8-5 favorite. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
Tale of Saval has lost the lead to Rallis as they come toward the top of the stretch. Sunny Ridge all out. On the far outside, Portfolio Manager is next. Greenpoint Crusader coming wide. Magdalite and Sail Ahoy, and they're into the stretch, and it's Sunny Ridge. Sunny Ridge looking to pull off an upset in the Champagne. Coming into the final furlong with Greenpoint Crusader bearing down on him. And Greenpoint Crusader has gone by, and he is pulling away now. Greenpoint Crusader and Joe Bravo are going to win the Champagne with ease.
6-1 Greenpoint Crusader draws off to defeat 23-1 Sunny Ridge by 4.5 lengths. Joe Bravo aboard the Keeneland Sells graduate in 1:36-1. A close second on debut at Saratoga, Greenpoint Crusader broke his maiden in his second start at the Spa. The colt by Bernardini becomes the first Grade 1 Stakes winner for trainer Dominic Scatino. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Oakbrook Farm. A $575,000 Keeneland September yearling, Greenpoint Crusader has earned $366,000 for St. Elias Stable, Me Bee Racing, and Brooklyn Boy Stables. New for 2016 to Spendthrift Farm is Palace, the fastest Grade 1 winning son of leading sire City Zip. A multiple Grade 1 winning millionaire, Palace has been one of America's top sprinters the last 2 years and is being pointed to the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Palace is currently being offered through Spendthrift's Share the Upside program.
Some horses are so brilliant, they make you stop and take notice.
Fort Larden is giving way, it's cross traffic.
Some are bred on a perfect cross.
Then on the outside is Mucho Macho Man, Ron the Greek down toward the rail.
This horse has it all. Plus, traffic stopping good looks, cross traffic, unbridled songs, fastest son.
Cross traffic will take his place among the top handicapped horses in the country.
Since 1894, Daily Racing Form has told the story of thoroughbred racing. 120 years later, Daily Racing Form continues to tell the story and bridges the worlds of racing and breeding. Presenting DRF Sire-Powered Results. Access race results by sire, name of horse, track, date, age, type of race, distance, surface, and country. And now, sort results by DRF's exclusive buyer speed figures, available only at DRF Breeding.
City Wolf and Emma Jane Wilson, outstanding in the Durham Cup. City Wolf won it by 2, and City Wolf has collared the leaders. And it's City Wolf, and it's just a matter of how much you'll win by. City Wolf going away in the third.
City Wolf, a graded stakes footer by leading sire Giants Causeway, and a half-brother to leading sires Ghost Zapper and City Zip, standing at Adena Springs South.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions, the 11th Triple Crown winner, 13 Classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
I've got a to-do list and 5 acres of fresh air.
Top 3 tools: hammer, screwdriver, front loader.
Happiness is a drive over mower deck.
A John Deere dealer can teach tractors to anybody.
In the right hands, an iMatch Quick Hitch could probably cure most of the world's problems.
That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere. John Deere is a proud sponsor of the Breeders' Cup.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a photo finish in the Grade 1 Chadwell Turf Mile coming up in this segment. We begin with turf fillies and mares at Keeneland in the Grade 1 First Lady Stakes. Tepin, the 8-5 favorite. Kurt Becker has the call.
48 and 4/5 seconds for the first half mile. And here's Tepin now to draw alongside of Cara Marie, who still leads it by 3 parts of a length. Easter is third up on the outside, still 3 lengths off the lead. Crowley's Law fourth back toward the inside. A gap of 3 more lengths to My Miss Sophia. Sky Treasure angles wide outside of Solid Appeal. Then outstanding between horses. She's Not Here has a long way to come. Into the stretch, Tepin takes the lead now coming to the 8th pole, and now Tepin hits another gear. Tepin is just opening up with every stride. A late run from My Miss Sophia. She goes from 5th to 2nd, but well behind Tepin. And Julien Leperoux, when he said it was time to go, it was over. Tepin just toys with the field and the First Lady. Impressive romp by Tepin.
The favorite, Tepin, gets back on track with a 7-length victory over Crowley's Law. Julien Leperoux aboard in 137 flat. Tepin opened the season with 3 consecutive victories, including the Grade 1 Just a Game Stakes, but the Mark Casse trainee was photoed out in a pair of graded stakes at Saratoga. The filly by Bernstein was bred in Kentucky by Mockmer Hall. A $140,000 Saratoga yearling, Tepin has earned $1,375,000 for Robert Masterson. New for 2016 to Darby Dan Farm is Sky Kingdom. Track record setting, multiple graded stakes winner by emerging Sire of Sires Empire Maker. Sky Kingdom is being offered through Darby Dan's Share the Upside program. Call Ryan Norton for more information or to set up your private inspection. To Belmont Park for the Grade 1 Flower Bowl Stakes. European import Curvy, the 3-2 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
Into the turn, and it is Danza Cavallo on top. 3/4 in 1:18 flat. Danza Cavallo, the leader by a length and a half to Distorted Beauty. Mutatus Mutandus is third to the inside. Then it's Stephanie's Kitten and Curvy taking the outside route here. Curvy's within 2 lengths of the lead. What's the chances? And Regarde next. And America's at the back of the field. Danza Cavallo making her way to the top of the stretch. She's been in front all the way so far in the Flower Bowl. And she turns for home in front. And on the outside, Stephanie's Kitten coming to take her on now. Mutatus Mutandus is down on the inside. Curvy with work to do in 4th. Stephanie's Kitten confronts Danza Cavallo. And these two come by the 16th pole together. Stephanie's Kitten in front. Danza Cavallo battling her. But Stephanie's Kitten's got it. And Stephanie's Kitten has won the Flower Bowl.
2-1 second choice. Stephanie's Kitten runs by Danza Cavallo. The score by a length and a half. The 4th victory on the card for Arad Ortiz Jr. Time of the race, 2:06.1. Back-to-back victories in the Flower Bowl for Stephanie's Kitten, who went on to finish second to champion Day at the Spa at the 2014 Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf. This victory earns the Chad Brown trainee a return ticket to this year's Breeders' Cup. The 6-year-old mare by Kitten's Joy was bred in Kentucky by her owners, Kenneth and Sarah Ramsey. This victory put Stephanie's Kitten over the $3 million mark in career earnings. Arad Ortiz Jr. with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. To Keeneland for the Grade 1 Chadwell Turf Mile. European Invader Dutch Connection, the 7-2 favorite. Again, here's Kurt Becker.
And they're off in the $1 million Chadwell Turf Mile, Heart to Heart and Kellini both have early speed. King Crisa is up close as expected in the opening strides, and Grand Arch comes away in fourth as the field heads to the first turn. Kellini toward the inside leads it. King Crisa gets alongside in the second position. Heart to the far outside goes in third, just a length and a half off the lead. Grand Arch fourth back toward the inside. Dutch Connection up close in fifth, 3 lengths from the front. Sky Ring sixth on the outside of that one. Bobby's Kitten is wrestled back seventh down toward the rail. Tourist eighth. Seek again is ninth. Grand Tito 10th. Jack Milton is 11th. And the Pizza Man is last, heading up the backstretch, 23 and 4/5 seconds for the opening quarter. Kellini ahead in front, and King Crease on the outside, and problems there for Sky Ring, who's dropping out of the race. Kellini is the leader as they go to the far turn, leads at 3 parts of a length. And still King Crisa in second on the outside, followed by Grand Arch in third down toward the inside, moving midway on the far turn. Heart to Heart fourth, 48 seconds the time for the first half mile. Dutch Connection fifth. Tourist sixth on the outside. Tourist tries to get engaged now, goes to fifth, 6 lengths off the lead. Jack Milton and Seek again begin a rally from the center of the pack, 9 lengths from the front. They turn for home. Kellini is the leader. Grand Arch in second. King Crisa in third. The rest have work to do. Here's Grand Arch right alongside of Kellini, and Grand Arch to take the lead. Final furlong of the Chadwell Turf Mile. Tourist runs on from third, trying to catch Grand Arch. Tourist diving. The Pizza Man is coming late. He's third. Here comes the line. Grand Arch, the Pizza Man. Grand Arch takes it by a head.
Grand Arch by Claiborne Farm Stallion Arch takes the 3-way photo by a head over the Pizza Man, who has a neck on Tourist. Luis Saez aboard the 2-time Keeneland Sales graduate in 1:37.2. Second to 2-time Horse of the Year Wise Dan in this race last year, Grand Arch improves his record over the Keeneland turf to 3 wins and 3 seconds in 6 starts. The Brian Lynch trainee was coming off a victory in the Grade 2 4-star Dave Handicap. The 6-year-old gelding was bred in Kentucky by Hunter Valley Farm and Stephen Hillen. An $80,000 Keeneland November weanling and a $120,000 Keeneland September yearling. Grand Arch has earned $1,607,000 for Jim and Susan Hill. Coming up, history repeats in the Jockey Club Gold Cup.
But Bahamian Squall has won the Sunshine State.
Bahamian Squall in front from Trinity-Burg. Jackson Bend far outside. It's Bahamian Squall to win the Smile.
People want to know what's so special about Ocala. Centrally located between Orlando and Jacksonville, Ocala's thoroughbred industry has many incentives to breed, raise, and train thoroughbreds. Here are a few of our turnkey training facilities. Discover Ocala. Reach out to Showcase Properties, and we'll show you why we love where we live.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions, the 11th Triple Crown winner, 13 Classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
You know, I like Fed Biz.
It's got a lot of things to like. This horse has a stallion's pedigree. It's an exceptionally good family as a stallion prospect. Physically, you can't really fault him.
He's a more compact, well-made, American-type horse.
beautifully balanced horse. He's got a very intelligent head. He's a perfect package.
This horse has a great shot.
I think he's got a big shot of making it. Love his chances as a stag.
More depth, more opportunity than any bloodstock auction in the world. The Keeneland November Breeding Stock Sale, presenting the complete dispersal of Nat Ray's Regis Farm, including Canadian Horse of the Year, Sealy Hill and foal to Medaglia d'Oro, and Northwest Farms dispersal featuring mares and foal to Warfront, Giants Causeway, and Curlin. To find your next generation of thoroughbred athletes, come to Keeneland in November, where blood runs deep. To learn more, visit november.keeneland.com.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Belmont Park for the Grade 1 Jockey Club Gold Cup. Toneless, the even money favorite. Here's the call by Larry Colmus.
They're off in the Jockey Club Gold Cup, and Constitution comes out running. Wicked Strong's got speed today from the inside, and Wicked Strong takes the early lead. So he is unexpectedly making the pace here. Constitution going with Wicked Strong early on, and they're 3 lengths ahead of Coach Inge, who's taken back off the pace inside of F&X. Tonalist settles into stride in 5th position early on. He's 7 lengths off the lead and looks to spare trails. On to the backstretch, a quarter 24 and 1/5 seconds, and Constitution has taken over now. Javier Castellano and Constitution in front. Wicked Strong reined back now to sit in second. And then it's F&X in third. Coach Inge follows in fourth. Tonalist is making up ground. Tonalist and John Velasquez up to 5th position, now moving up a spot into 4th, and they're 5 lengths off the lead. Looks to spare is last of them all. 48 flat for the first half mile. Constitution, a length and 3/4 to Wicked Strong. F&X, third to the outside. Tonalist is down toward the rail, and now he's only 3 lengths behind. And then it's Coach Inge to the outside of Tonalist, and Longshot looks to spare, is trailing the field as they move around the far turn. And it is Constitution, and Wicked Strong comes back after him now on the outside. They went 3/4 in 1:12 and 2. Constitution and Wicked Strong are stride for stride on the lead. F&X is third on the outside of Tonalist, who's riding the rail around the turn. And he's 2 lengths off the lead, Coach Inge, and looks to spare. It is Wicked Strong. Wicked Strong's taken the lead. He has taken over from Constitution at the top of the stretch. Tonalist is now off the rail and making his move, and they're into the stretch in the Jockey Club Gold Cup. And it is Wicked Strong, and Tonalist has joined him. And Tonalist has taken the lead, pulling away from Wicked Strong, then F&X and Coach Inge on the outside. They're coming into the final 16th, and John Velasquez is riding Tonalist to another win in the Jockey Club Gold Cup.
Toneless takes it by a widening 4 3/4 lengths over Wicked Strong to repeat as winner of the Jockey Club Gold Cup. John Velasquez up in 2:02 flat, a 1:09 Beyer speed rating. The 2014 Belmont Stakes winner was coming off a 3rd place finish behind Honor Code and Liam's Map in the Grade 1 Whitney Handicap. The Christophe Clement trainee has been in the money in all 5 starts this season. The 4-year-old colt by Tappet was bred in Kentucky by Woods Lane Farm. Tonalist has earned $3,097,000 for Robert S. Evans. Tonalist paid $4 to win, and this is the Malone's Favorite of the Week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. We'll see you next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.